I'm back. Isn't that crazy? It's as if nothing ever happened. Hello again. Hi, guys. I'm also recording.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the first time I've ever tried to do this stream. Isn't it great? Isn't it fantastic? Please, chat, give me a reaction if you guys can hear me.
I'm ready.
Yay! Yeah, first time. Wow,
Yay.
that's so crazy. All right, next slide. I'm just gonna speed run through this for no reason. What is Duality SMP? It's a superhero-themed, lore-based Minecraft server. Every single member has a custom origin coded by the server owner, Riley Minkaroo. We all love Riley Minkaroo. The general plot is that heroes, villains, vigilantes, and those who fall in between are all called to a mysterious, isolated facility by a person named M and their partner, Vega. The supers do not know why they have been called, other than M wants unity for all supers. M, however, knows far more about every super than any of them realize, and M themselves doesn't even know why they know so much. And what I mean by this is M, within canon, whenever we ask them, hey, why do you know this about me? They're like, well, I have telepathy, silly. And then they're like, why do you have that? What else do you know? They're like,
And the only thing that they've actually genuinely answered concrete was the fact that they made their own code. That was like,
yeah, that was the most genuine information I got out of that motherfucker. All right, so with that, let's go into actually my character SB. Isn't this fun?
Yeah.
So this is SB.
I've never heard of SB before, so
no, never. Pretend you are a guy who has never experienced this guy. Alright, so this is the guy. I drew this myself. I want to redo it, but I'm lazy.
Guy.
So this is the character I play. Her hero name is Sonic Boom. She mirrors pronouns, so literally any and all pronouns, even Neo's, work for her. She truly does not care. SB is the perfect Warden Hero. They have all the powers of a Warden and then some. Most people find SB terrifying because of his Warden appearance. SB is the current #1 ranked hero and have been on the hero scene for 11 years at this point. He is currently 27 years old within canon. Yes, he did start doing hero work at 16 years old. He has a rivalry with the #1 villain, Wither. They are known to be blunt, aggressive, and works for the Public Heroes Association, a public organization dedicated to helping heroes by keeping them employed, housed, and having their identities protected. Should I play my PHA introduction video in this because it's a lore recap?
I think you should.
Can you send me the link real quick so I can just pull it up?
Yeah, sure. Because guys, that might be important for later.
Yeah. They had a public, well-documented friendship with another hero called Winged Draconis, who disappeared a week before the start of Duality SMP. That is all the information that is known about him in the public eye within Duality canon. Now for the actual lore, but first, here's Winged Draconis, my best friend. I miss him so much. And here's Wither. No comment. Here's a video I made about the PHA if you have any questions about it. If my internet experiencing interruptions. Yeah, find out why indeed. Oh my god. Did it?
Yeah, I wonder. That's crazy.
There you go.
There we go.
This took so long to edit.
It's silly.
This took so long to edit. This took so long to edit. This took like I think 8 hours straight of just me sitting in a chair.
Yeah, during my stream. My Persona stream.
We are the Public Heroes Association, or PHA for short. We are a public, non-profit organization dedicated to the safety of civilians and heroes alike.
Hello,
Here at
Kukurucho.
the PHA, we work with local law enforcement and the people themselves to ensure our heroes are sent exactly where crime is occurring and where villains are afoot. We take in heroes from all ages and backgrounds.
Surely nothing wrong will happen.
Nothing bad ever happens to the PHA.
Plus free private funerals for the
We get
family.
free private funerals.
Forever be we stand where no one else will.
Yeah.
Not the deceased Valora parents. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see that. I blinked.
Who's that? I don't know who Valora is.
We provide our heroes with
My name is
gifts
Chad.
for their lives. Remember, if our heroes aren't happy, None of us are. Just listen to these happy campers.
What are you hiding from me?
I found that. I push it.
Where is he?
Ha ha ha.
So true, Sonic Boom.
The PHA is
So
not
true,
just
so
for
true.
heroes, but it's for the public as well. Our hotline
I
is
edited that
always
scream
open.
while in a VC with
If our
Eden.
heroes are acting less than stellar, we simply
I thought it was
cannot
with me.
stand for it.
No, I edited the
Call
whole
us
thing,
now.
but I did the scream when I was with
You are
Eden.
former villain
I just
and
deafened
would
and I
like
did
to
a scream, and then
apply
I came
Ah.
back to whatever we were
Please
talking
villain
about.
whatever coaching program. Please call this number
Oh.
below. Sister Mary would love to reach out. That's
Don't
all the
actually call
time
that
we
number
have
below.
today.
That's not an actual
It's not a
number.
real number, it was just numbers.
Here's what you need. Remember, we stand where no one else will. And that includes standing up for you. Disclaimer. Warning.
Warning.
The PHA is within its right to withhold information regarding identities of heroes, heroines, and families of heroes. If you or a loved one have been a victim of the Great Data Breach of 21,
I should write a short story about the Great Data Breach of 21. I pulled that out of my ass.
You should. You should. You should.
At the following toll-free number now. Thank you.
Oh wait, everyone listen to this part.
Oh, and if you're watching this, Serpent, don't make me regret this.
Wow, I wonder what's up with the serpent character. That's crazy. Anyway,
Damn, that's
back
crazy.
To the slideshow.
Anyways.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Sonic Boom, except for this part. Anyway, so childhood, it was bad. Surprise! That villain, that SP has a dead surprise. I'm in the bad place. I don't know what you're talking about. Surprise, that villain that SP has a deadly rivalry with is actually her younger twin brother named Eden. Before he was Wither and before he was Eden, he was Abel and SP was Cain. Cain and Abel were the youngest in a secretive human experiment project called Project Messiah. The project was run by the twins' biological parents, Sabine and Alfonso Gomez. The experiments fully started on them when the twins were only 3 years old. How did the project work? A hero was the one who had initially commissioned the project. The identity of this hero is currently unknown to the audience, but in relation to them, there has been a lot of biblical serpent / snake imagery, as within canon.
Looks into the camera.
Looks into
like
the canon. Alfonso and Sabine refused to let their children call them mom or dad, or even Alfonso or Sabine. They were only allowed to call their parents Adam and Eve. The project was dedicated to manipulating the DNA of humans to artificially create the perfect heroes. Then they would do so by using the DNA of the strongest mobs in the land, the Warden and the Wither. Cain and Abel had 8 other siblings, making it 10 children in total. The children were split up and separated into 2 groups. 5 of them would be sent to the Warden experiment group, headed by Adam. 5 of them would be sent to the Wither experiment group, headed by Eve. Cain and Abel were separated, but were allowed to share a cell together to sleep at the end of the day, in comparison to the other children who were all separated at night. Where's my mouse? There it is. Everything sucks. It doesn't get better.
Nope, it does not.
The experiments went on for several more years. As the experiment went on, Abel got sicker and Cain mutated as a result of the injected Warden DNA. Her skin turned blue, her chest collapsed, and a large exposed cavity formed. Parts of her rib cage and her spine protruded out of her skin as she grew large horns on the top of her head that stick out to the sides. Cain's hands, oh wait, that's supposed to say Abel, but whatever. Abel's hands turned black from the withering. Oh no! But this ain't about him. This ain't about him. One by one, all the Gomez children perished. Lily, Miguel, Ricky, and Ashley were all the children who perished in the Warden experiment. Shiva, Andy, Gabriel, and Julia were those who perished in the Wither side of things. These names have been revealed. I just haven't talked about them in canon, but they have been revealed in the promo image I made before the Mark of Cain video. They are the names you see in the bookshelf. When the twins were 11, Abel decided he had enough and fought back, wanted to protect wanted to protect Abel and escape as well. Cain helped. The twins killed everyone that was left that were working on the project and escaped. Well, almost. Well, snubby done, bitch! Bang! So, Abel got shot and fucking died! Anyway, Abel got shot and fucking... It's not about him. Abel got shot and fucking died. He was shot by someone that Kane had failed to kill, so Espy forever holds that she is the reason her brother died, and if anything, she basically is who killed him. That's her perspective on things. Who that person was has yet to be revealed to the audience. I know who it was.
I will say, it's really bad out of context that we're laughing at the slide Abel got shot and fucking died.
It's really good. Also, any typos are because it was literally like 8 in the morning when I made this, okay? So you have to be really nice to me. Anyway, the person who shot them died shortly after, and Kane managed to run away, lugging her brother's body behind her. For an unclear amount of time, Kane wandered the woods alone with nobody but Abel's body to accompany her. During this unspecified period of time, while they were picking cornflowers, Abel woke up. The withering curse, TM, revived him. The twins, now both mostly alive, were later found by a couple that were wandering in the area and happened across them. Their names were Antonio and Maritza ChaitheChuu. Yeah, yippee!
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to the twins, Antonio and Maritza both figured out very quickly that they were both from Project Messiah, since it turns out while they were suffering in the project itself had been known in the inner circles of like top-ranking heroes and hero scientists. Fucking Sun Wukong. But no
Monkey kid, baby.
But no one knew where to find it, and more importantly, nobody knew that it involved children. Abel was from then on known as Eden, and Kane went by Kai, a nickname for her new chosen name. Antonio was, at the time, a hero called Scarlet Sentinel. He, as far as the audience knows, has some connection to the origins of Project Messiah, but what the connection is has yet to be disclosed.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Where's my fucking mouse? There it is. Childhood, part 2. Speedrun time. Kai and Eden now live with the ChaitheChuu and were able to get an education by Maritza homeschooling then. Also, I will say before somebody gets his panties in a twist, these are all from Espy's POV of how their childhood went. There will be no mention of how Eden felt through all this. This is how Espy saw things before somebody gets angry. So, Eden was very sickly.
I'm gonna go get some water.
I just like being hostile. I just like being hostile and attacking you and your character and your person and you. I'm gonna kill you one day. So, Eden was very sickly and fragile due to the withering, so he spent most of his time with Maritza, while Kai spent most of her time with Antonio. During this time, Kai discovered her love of music and singing. She wanted to become a pop star, but she could not. Why? Oh, because Antonio told her that unless she became a hero, nobody would be able to protect her brother. So, anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Antonio told her that unless she became a hero, nobody would be able to protect her brother. So in order to protect Eden, she decided to become a hero alongside Antonio at 16. So this is where Espy became a hero at 16. She had been living with the ChaitheChuu for because they were founded at 11, so it had been after about 5 years, she officially became a sidekick, but before then, she had been doing a little bit of training here and there with Antonio before then. So technically, she's been a hero a lot longer, but never actually did hero work until 16. Maritza did not stop this and kept her attention on Eden and occasionally on teaching Kai things like how to cook and do her hair. Kai chose the name Sonic Boom because of the Sonic Boom power she has, and she really likes Sonic the Hedgehog, canonical Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's canon, baby.
Most of the years she spent with Antonio and Maritza involved her training, fighting crime, singing, reading, which became her passion, etc. And also catching up on years of missed out childhood experiences like watching TV, having ice cream, singing, reading, which became her passion, etc. Kai and Eden, because Antonio was an inventor, were also given special items to help with their powers. Kai was given a necklace in the form of a purple amethyst crystal that could give her a human appearance. Eden was given special gloves that stopped him from withering everything he touches. Eden was also given a teal crystal necklace. The twins always have those necklaces on them at all times. Kai, desperate for fatherly approval, would throw herself in harm's way more times than Antonio was comfortable with before one specific incident where her reckless behavior caused her to die in front of him. It was specifically after a huge fight where Kai confronted Antonio about how he treated her more like a sidekick than a daughter. Antonio was also constantly mentioning how he needed her to stay as a hero to avenge something. Who or what he's avenging, Kai barely knows, but the audience doesn't know yet at all. Anyway, yeah, so Kai dies. Kai dies in front of Antonio. Oopsies. It's okay, though. Look at that image. That's what I drew. It's okay, though, because after Kai died for Antonio, she regenerated her injury and her injury completely healed over. Turns out she could not die, from what we know. Antonio, terrified for her, and realizing that he raised a self-sacrificial machine, retired immediately after this. As he says in the video Mark of Cain, he failed her as Scarlet Sentinel and decided a little bit too late he could at least try to be there for her as Antonio instead, as her, father. Before this incident, the most that the family had known about her regeneration abilities were that she could regrow limbs or, like, fingers, things like that, but not that she could heal herself so much she can come back from the fucking dead. Since Kai was 18 by this point, she was able to register with the PHA to become an official hero. Against her better judgment, that's exactly what she did. Coincidentally, when she moves to East Winterview City to live with her new housing given by the PHA, it is also the same time where Eden had also moved to start fashion school.
Damn, that's crazy.
Almost like we have to keep them in the same area at all times, or they'll, like, start killing each other. Young adulthood, whee! Yippee! Lore speedrun, go! This is all from a document that I wrote literally at the start of the server, and considering that we never said anything else, these are the ages we pretty much agreed on. So, Espy at 19 then begins doing official hero work. She started a job at a local library. During this time, she met Sasha and Lee Everett, a scientist and a hero, their daughter, and Wing Draconis. The Everetts, Espy, and WD became a trio, with Espy being the baby of the group. The following year, when Kai was 20, she met a girl named Valora.
Wow, who's that? I have no idea.
A girl named Valora at the library. Things were going great. During this time, she also was watched heavily and met a man named Dr. Spectacle. We hate his ass. We hate his ass. Antonio had complained all the time about this guy, and Espy and him immediately had beef. Good, because he sucks.
By the way, if you want to see more of Dr. Spectacle, I'm sure you do, watch my lore on Friday.
Yeah! And then things got even better at 21. Kai and Valora started dating. Kai attended Eden's fashion school graduation and watched him establish Core Fashion, his own fashion brand. Kai also started training Enigma, Everett's daughter, as her sidekick. The following year, everything fell apart. A new debut hero, Sunrise, accidentally killed the Everetts. Enigma had to move in with Espy, and suddenly Espy was the official guardian for Enigma at 22. I think the canonical reason why it couldn't be WD is because he was always on the move, to the point where they literally couldn't get a hold of him at any given time, so that wasn't exactly the best place to put a child, Woo! Enigma had issues, and the following year, at 23, when Espy was 23, Enigma ran away. Kai was already struggling heavily during this time, and her only real friend was WD. Other than him, only really ever spoke to Valora. And the strain of being a young hero who was also forced to be in charge of a now missing child became very, very visible to Eden, especially. Also, during this time, during a villain fight, Kai had been decapitated in front of Wing Draconis. She regrew her head, obviously, but it became that the only people who knew about Espy's seemingly immortality were Kai herself, Antonio, and now WD. The following year, as the downhill spiral continued, Eden debuted as a villain known as Wither, and Enigma returned as a vigilante and avoided all contact with Espy. As all this is happening, Valora had been working as an intern under Dr. Spectacle at his Spec Labs.
Crazy. I wonder what's happening there. I have no idea.
I don't know. I never know anything.
I have no idea.
So
Yeah, I
sibling
have no
rivalry
idea.
continues to go wrong, gone murderous. So at 25, the worst year ever, Kai was revealed to be Sonic Boom to Valora, and Valora had been just fired from Spec Labs literally right before this reveal, and blacklisted from the industry right before this reveal. So she broke up with him.
Yeah, okay, let me specify. This was one day.
This was
one
one day.
in one.
Within
This was
a
literally
couple
in
hours.
one day. Within 24 hours, something occurred. I'll reveal what occurred in my lore. Something occurred, and then Valora got fired. Basically got arrested and thrown out of Spec Labs, blacklisted from the industry. Basically everything gone wrong, and then it was revealed by accident to Kai didn't want to reveal to Valora quite yet, but it was literally an accident that it was revealed, and then it literally happened in the span of 24 hours.
Yeah, and also I need to mention that this was also the same year where I believe Sentinel died, which is Jukebox's, which is Rain, who's in the chat. It was the same year that Sentinel died. It was the same year that
Wither and Sunrise broke up.
Yeah, the same year Wither and Sunrise broke up, and the same year that Enigma and their partner broke up as well. It was the breakup year.
You got okay. I need to stress how much none of us planned that. Can we stress none of this? It wasn't the same day.
It wasn't the same day, but it was within like a couple months of each other.
Yeah.
Later, within like that year, but like later in the year,
It was like what was it? It was 2 months later.
Yeah, I was
3
gonna say
months
like
later?
I was like
Something
3 to 4 months later, Valora reappears
Yeah.
as Nemesis. I wonder who drew that. Anyway, so Nemesis then began stalking Kai, sending threatening / loving / mostly threatening letters, sending pictures of the outside of her house to her, and fighting her, and losing L plus get exploded. Plus, I miss you. So now Kai is being forced to fight Wither, knowing it's her brother, and wanting him dead for all the people he's killed, but she can't kill him because that's her brother, and now also her ex-girlfriend. At least she has Lady Draconis. Oh, wait! God damn it!
What happened?
He goes missing! By the way, she also has a son. I forgot to mention him. So yeah, before WD disappeared, but after the breakup, Kai had found an alien who just that's what say escaped a government laboratory and took him in. His name is Abyss. He's very tall, and Kai loves and cares about him so much, but understands he just needs some space. She's also so not ready for parenting. What the hell? Why did this happen twice to her? Twice! While Abyss was living with SB after WD disappeared, and after Kai was already at a breaking point, suddenly a letter appeared in her mailbox from a mysterious person called M, asking her and Abyss to come to this mysterious facility. And now we are at actual Duality SMP. This was all backstory.
Yeah, that's all backstory. Now we're actually at the beginning.
We're moving on! Lore speedrun because I wrote it at 10:30 and I had class at 11, so I was like rushing. Anyway, so Kai and Abyss went to the facility together, not knowing what to expect. While there, they met M and several other heroes and villains alike. They immediately hated M and saw that the facility was full of custom and personalized rooms for every single super at the facility, including her own. And in the room was her cat Beans, who apparently M had kidnapped and placed in her room while they were on the way over there.
What's in these tubes on the floor?
Do you like it? I hope you like it. I tried my best.
Is that my cat?
Oh,
You
I'm
have
sorry. It is your cat. Yes, this is Beans, right? That's a secret I'll never tell.
That has still not been explained. I'm still yet to explain this.
Yep.
Her room was placed purposefully across from Withers, who was also there, and the two had to pretend to not know each other. Skipping ahead, they don't need to do that anymore because M spilled SB and Withers' secrets during a family dinner during their birthday. I'll get into that later. She also reunited with Keeper, someone she had hired once to gather some information for her years prior, but that had been the extent of their contact, but then Keeper began acting like they were childhood best friends. It's annoying and also endearing to Kai, and since then the two have become very close, and Keeper even has a little crush on Kai. Kai doesn't notice it because she is blunt and stupid.
Wink.
Keeper was also the first new friend of Kai's to learn about Project Messiah, but not of Kai's own free will. But because she caught Keeper going through her stuff and found Keeper reading old Project Messiah files that Kai had recently retrieved from the ruins of Arc Labs. Ma'am? Miss? Nosy ass? She also met entirely new heroes like Spark, a little alien freak that she loves like a little sister, and Jamela, Wintercross's wife, who has now quickly become a confidant for Kai and her new best friend. And Phoenix, and I included this to make fun of them because it said that their name was actually Augury on the wiki.
It said Augury.
I thought that was really funny, so I kept the screenshot. Who she also cares about and considers a close friend. This stupid ass twink bitch, fuck you.
My bestie.
So Essie also met this fucking cunt named Harold. Kai does not like Harold. One of the first things Harold told Kai was, "How can you be a warden and a hero at the same time? That doesn't make any sense." Since then, Kai's had a deep-seated hatred of that stupid fucking twink. Even after Harold apologized for his insensitive remarks and for ruining Kai's solo picnic, more on that later, Kai found a new thing to be pissed off about, which was that Harold had actually apologized only after going to an ancient city and slaughtering wardens with Jamila. He then lied about it. Kai had also spoken to Jamila about that and learned that he was not forced to do it by her as he had once claimed. Kai hates this guy. Anyway, Amethyst and Hellmouth. Kai has also been a hero nurse, Amethyst, thanks to the facility, a girl with crystal and healing powers. She's super sweet, and Kai finds herself looking into a tiny mirror whenever she looks at Amethyst, to the point where they refer to each other as Big Mirror and Little Mirror. Amethyst is also deeply invested in the ongoing situationship between Keeper and Kai, since she is Keeper's nosy little sister. Amethyst was especially excited learning about how Keeper had made an entire picnic area just for Kai after her last one was ruined, and had taken her on a picnic date. You know, silly. Kai and Amethyst had also gone to an underwater temple, because I don't actually remember what they're called, where they had found signs left behind by Keeper, who was actively fighting what seemed to be demonic possession. It traumatized Amethyst and angered Kai. Kai has also met Hellmouth recently, a man with fire powers and an insatiable appetite. Kai immediately had some kind of Cain instinct activate upon seeing him, and has spent most interactions with him brutally making fun of him and his appearance, but also Kai enjoys having him around. Hellmouth is also the one who introduced Pokemon to Kai, specifically just like video games in general, to help her relax, because it turns out she doesn't have any hobbies. She's kind of a workaholic. Anyway, Dad! Oh, I love him! So Kai has also met Isotope, a radioactive man who has way too much kindnessness in his heart. The two have only spoken a handful of times, but each time Kai has gone on record to say that she had never met anyone so kind. He has helped Kai learn how to express her own emotions, and she in turn helped him out by setting him up with Jamila to have her help him by getting him a new isolation house to help with his radiation so he doesn't explode into a nuclear bomb. You know, that would be really unfortunate. Kai keeps swearing up and down that his radiation cannot kill her because of her immortality, and he does not believe her, nor does he know about the immortality. Oh well.
Really?
Her and Spark love Isotope. Isotope built a tea house and is located right behind Kai's library that she built for the server to use. Kai is very dedicated to her library job. It keeps her sane. Kai also once again has daddy issues, and if you see her calling Isotope dad accidentally, look away. She's working through some stuff.
Look away. Just look away.
Don't bring attention to it. She'll cry. Hey, I forgot to mention there is also this other new dad just dropped. His name is Gaia. I had a stream with him after this stream where the conversation was so dad-coded that I literally ended the stream by going, okay, I'll see you later, dad. I mean, not dad. I mean, basically. So SB almost called this guy dad. Anyway, yeah, that's Gaia. That's him. He's bald. Also, the Rainforest Cafe. There's a canonical Rainforest Cafe that Spark, SB, Augury, Phoenix, and Jukebox built. I only bring it up because for some reason it became super lore important.
It's really lore important for some reason.
It's come up in serious conversations more times than once to where I can't deny the importance of this Rainforest Cafe. The family dinner, by the way. What was that? I'm gonna get into it. So, gonna just bring it up here real quick. The family dinner was an event that, once again, was put together by M as a celebration of the twins' birthdays and also to announce to the members of the facility that the employees that mysteriously had not been around were gonna come back. Just like, allegedly they were gonna come back. After M had spilled the secret about the twins, Eden had run off and left Kai to, in her perspective, pick up the pieces. Kai even had a huge fight with Valora after the dinner, even after Valora had also defended Kai to M by screaming at it. During the family dinner, Kai's only impression of Gaia was that they had been defending M, and Kai didn't like that very much. Anyway, back to the fight. It was Kai saying that she did. It was Kai saying that she did love Valora, but never wanted to see her again. The fight ends with
Also,
Kai.
let me add something to that, because also Valora agreed with Kai saying, "You're right. We should never see each other again."
Yeah.
Anyways, that was
Just, silly things. Kai and Valora realizing they really can't be around each other right now. Kai gave Valora important documents, however, regarding Project Messiah, so that Valora can at least understand why Kai is always so paranoid and afraid. After the dinner, Kai had caught Isotope and Jamila up to what had happened. Jamila had told her that her and Eden have a trauma bond, and that is why she can't kill him like she really should. Jamila hates Wither, by the way, understandably, so she's a little biased. And then here's where I have to apologize to Jukebox.
I feel bad for laughing at this, but it's so funny to me. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Jukebox. I really make you go through it, Jukebox. Sorry, Jukebox. So another person important to Kai is Jukebox, a music villain that they initially bonded with over their mutual love of books, specifically the fantasy genre. They hang out often, and Kai also sees Fizz as like a little sibling or a niece, as Jukebox himself sees Wither as like a father figure. In a recent stream, Kai had taken Jukebox on a trip to a crypt in order to spend some time together. However, while on this trip, Kai had died while protecting Jukebox from a horde of corrupted pillagers, traumatizing Jukebox. Kai then revealed to Jukebox the extent of her powers. It was also during this that it is shown that whenever Kai died, she was sent to a strange limbo where the spirits of her dead siblings were the ones reviving her via the power of souls and skulks. So that's how the power technically works. In like a in a way that's how Kai sees it.
Yeah.
Kai also told Jukebox about how she copes with her immortality and her long-standing hero status from a young age. It is through her telling herself that she is actually a guardian angel that was sent from heaven with divine purpose of protecting people, because that is the only thing that she thinks makes her life make sense or worth it in a way. She thinks that I'm in a traumatizing people cult. That's my opponent is SP.
You're losing. You've lost.
Thank you. She thinks that when she fulfills her divine purpose, her metaphorical wings will burn up and she will finally be able to allow to be normal and die. Jukebox also became the first person in the facility that actually gets to see Kai's human disguise, showing how much she trusts Jukebox. Juke and SB are currently in charge of putting together an entire carnival because it makes them happy. Also, this is the art of Angel SB drawn by my friend Willow.
Silly.
It's so good. I love this art so much. I love this art of SB so much. Anyway, also, Kai, within canon, this is important for things I have planned, alright? Kai has currently cut off Antonio and Maritza and is going low/no contact with them after the reveals about them knowing about Project Messiah and lying to them about it. And also Antonio saying to her that he was scared of her, which fully broke Kai. It is important for what is going forward that Kai currently is not talking to her parents because of what they did to her. So she's a little bit emotionally volatile for the things to come. And if you're worried that I had to say that, you should be.
You should be.
Okay, Flight Risk Duo. If you guys didn't know, that's the duo name between me and Riley. So this is the Duality Flight Risk Duo. So this is what they're up to. So this one's a doozy. This is the most recent shit that's been happening. So remember them. So it starts one thing, I don't know why, from when Kai had at a point left the facility to go back and report to the PHA HQ what had been happened to her at the facility and who M was. The PHA had no idea who M was and gave SB the mission to figure M out. So when they returned to the facility, they returned specifically with a mission. At first they went out of curiosity, but now they have like a job obligation to be there. That's part of the reason why SB hasn't left yet. I have to say that because again it comes up with things I have planned. On the way back to the facility, however, miles and miles away, M had actually found SB and floated down from the heavens to see them there. And revealed that M had actually met everyone before they had come to the facility. They just didn't look like M and they weren't M yet, or they've always been M. I don't
Hey, we're not taking any questions about M.
Because I don't know.
Guys, we're not taking any questions.
Because I feel like we have to say this in this new recording, which is we, the players, we, as in me, ChaitheChuu, and Valpino over here, we have no idea what's going on with M in the real life. Within canon, even less so. But Riley has kept what is going on with M very secret. We have no idea what's going on.
We don't know. We simply do not know. So we are not taking any questions about M.
I will not be taking any questions at this time. Anyway, SB asked M if she can work for them. M didn't give a response, but did show off the infirmary wing of the facility that no one else had seen yet. This also starts a trend of M showing shit to SB that they had to keep secret that literally no one else in the facility has seen. That's what starts it. Fun.
Silly.
M and SB didn't really interact after that until the family dinner M threw together for Kai and Eden's birthdays. We already talked about that. M didn't actually give SB the job that they'd asked for until after M had some sort of breakdown weeks later. What the breakdown was apart, SB canonically does not know. We, the audience, did see that it's because they have a voice in their head that they can talk to that speaks in a different color. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on there.
We don't know. We don't.
No idea.
We don't know.
I also said that they'll help M learn how to be human, which is bold considering that Kai doesn't view herself as a human, much less a person. She only sees herself as a hero doing a job, and Angel just following her purpose to the end. Door handle, thank you so much for the follow, lovely. Welcome to the rainforest. Hello.
Hello.
So, what's the job? Welcome to the garden.
Okay, can we before we get into this, can we talk about how genuinely, not even when this was introduced, everyone collectively on the server, in the duality server, the members lost their fucking minds. Except for Mel. Mel did not.
Mel was like silly and Gold, because Gold helped build it. Sorry for bringing the immersion, but Gold did help build it.
Yeah. But we all collectively just lost our minds.
Yeah. So my reaction during the stream, when you see me react to the room, is genuine.
Yeah.
It's genuine. I had no fucking idea that was there, and I had no idea what I was being led into. I fully thought Em was gonna canonically kill me. I fully thought I was gonna die.
The genuine reaction too from you was so, because I could tell when you were reacting genuinely and what you were like, what the fuck?
My jaw dropped. I was like, hello? Anyway, M and SB met up, and M told SB of her new job. Her new job would involve a mysterious secret room hidden from everyone else in the facility that only M and now SB has access to. The room is in a completely white void and apparently was possibly created by M for M, and they have been the only person who could access it. M and now SB. Within the area, M creates whatever they want, and it is where they get their black apples that they are notorious for giving to others. In the garden are flowers, and the flowers are allegedly, definitely, represent the members of the facility and their ongoing relationships and dynamics. Kai is now the gardener, but in a chill way, and everything is fine, because why wouldn't it be fine? Currently, Kai is in the midst of one day hoping she can officially cut off Eden as well as the core choose so she can be free and complete her purpose even though it hurts. And, I should also mention that, Kai did try to plant flowers herself, in the, white void room, but, it caused M physical pain or like mental pain. It hurt their head. It gave them like a migraine. It hurt their head. So that guard is definitely in their head. I don't know how, but I was in there.
Yeah, we're not gonna think too much about it. That's all I'll say.
And, I believe that is everything. You're pretty much caught up now with everything going on in Duality.
Well, everything going on with us being in Duality.
Yeah. Everyone else's lore, you're gonna have to ask them. I just did this for myself because I know my own lore. Does anyone have any questions I can answer? How's SB doing today? Bad.